That's
How is that?
Wonderful.
I, I'm
Awesome.
getting chills.
Oh, I love that. Chills are so good.
That's
Chills are the
malaria, Jackie.
universe. Yes. Chills are the
No.
universe telling you you're in the right place, Jackie. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to come back there and that's it. Sound check is over. Yay. Wonderful. Okay.
So we got a few people in the interim, and of
Okay.
course, more hopefully will join in the last minutes.
Okay,
But
wonderful.
yeah,
This is exciting. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, ladies. Happy New Year to you all. And oh, one gentleman too, Arvind. Yes, he connected with me recently on Facebook, and lovely to meet him as well.
he's a beautiful soul from London, a good friend of mine,
Oh, nice.
and a very powerful coach. Great
Beautiful.
guy. And I think I know everyone on this call so far. They're all beautiful people. Ladies,
Oh,
please feel
wonderful.
free to interact with Elvira. Yeah, this is a very chilled out
Mm.
uh,
Yeah, this is great.
session.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
willing to
no
take
rules as
any
long as you don't make
questions.
noise during the.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to take questions if anybody has them. I'm just going to put up my chat here so I can see. Um, if anybody's curious about what this is, I will speak more, but just to get things started. You guys are a little bit early. I love early birds. I'm not an early bird myself, but I have a lot of respect for early birds. I'm one of these people that's just in time, right? So if people show up early at my house at a party, 15 minutes early, I get really anxious. But I need to relax and realize that everybody does things their own way.
I'm the exact opposite. I log in one day earlier.
Do you really? Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I just want to make sure everybody has a bottle of water and has a journal and a pen ready to go. This is my own beautiful pen, my own branded pen. Little plug there for my company. So it's great to have a journal because sometimes you get downloads. We all get downloads if we're spiritual people, and the universe, spirit, source, God, whatever you believe in, speaks to you. And sometimes in the sound baths, things will come through. So I'd like you to be able to write those down because they can be quite powerful. So, yeah. So yes. And the water's really important because we're going to be moving some energy and we're going to be washing it out of our bodies because the energy moves the toxins out of our cells and then the water washes it away. So that's why the water is really important. So,
And we'll give everyone time to get stuff. So if you haven't got it, go get it. We won't start
yeah,
till you're back.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Awesome. We're at about 17 people. This is excellent. Oh, and someone just wrote, Cassie wrote, is it Cassie or no? Stephanie wrote, I really like the instrument that sounds like waves. Yes, thank you, Stephanie. That is one of my favorites. I just love it. Yeah, when you're at the ocean, it is so healing for a few reasons. First of all, the anions that are in the air, right? If you know anything about how there's positive ions and there's negative ions. So the negative is what you want because those are the ones that remove the free radicals. The positive ions are actually free radicals or inducing of free radicals. I don't know all the total science, even though I'm a science person. Anyway, but the anions are what's thrown into the air when you're at the ocean. So they're removing free radicals from your body and that's why you feel so good. But there's also the sound piece, right? When you're listening to the meditative sound of the waves. So I love the ocean. We got ocean fans here, I hope. Um, yeah.
I made a post today about my love for the ocean and for chimes. And
No
you produced both
way.
of them today, which is
Oh
of
my
course
God, Darren.
expected.
I swear to you, I did not read that post. So this is you manifesting because you are a powerful manifester. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Alka's joined. Oh my God. So shout out to Alka. So you see this beautiful painting behind me here? This is a one of a kind original. Alka and I co-created it. She is a beautiful artist from Ontario, Canada, where I'm from, and she made it. She painted it on my wall. And if you look at the little leaves, they're not leaves; they're actually hearts. So I'm all about the heart, staying connected to your heart, speaking your truth from your heart. My first jazz band is called Heart and Soul. So it's really yeah, it's one of the coolest things I've ever received, and Alka created it. So shout out to Alka.
Well,
Alka Biley is her name. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Is it
thank God you
Alka
said it's
Biley? I always
hearts.
thought
I
it.
thought it's apples.
Yeah, it looks like apples, Deerin. No, but it's actually hearts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought it was Alka Bailey, but it looks like Alka Biley here. So
It is
interesting.
Bailey. I think that's a typo,
Oh, is that a
but I could be
typo?
wrong.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So I'm just gonna do quick little where are we here? Where do I go to rename myself?
Say that again.
No, I'm just wondering where I rename myself. I can't seem
Ah,
to see it here for some reason. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is great.
Hi, Elvira. You go to the top right on the dots,
Oh,
and
the
it should
top
be
right on
there.
the
The top right where
dots.
you've got three dots on your particular. Oh,
Oh,
having said that, it's not. It's normally there, and actually, it's not coming up.
yeah, it's not coming up for me
Oh,
either.
yes,
Yeah,
it
because
is. If you press the three dots on the top right of your own photo,
okay.
you'll get a
Yeah, see,
list, and at the
I'm
bottom it says rename. Does that come
okay.
up?
Okay, hang on a sec here. Let's see
or
if
I
I
could do
can.
that for you if you like. What would you like me to write?
Yeah, it's just Elvira V Hopper, and then sometimes for fun, I put the name that my team gave me, which is CMM, which stands for Chief Miracle Magnet. So, Elvira V Hopper CMM, Chief Miracle Magnet. Um, aw. Elka, you might want to rename yourself because I think it's not written right on
I'm
the
on my
screen.
phone right now.
Oh, you
Vera,
can't
I'm
do
on
it.
my phone
Okay.
and I don't think I can do it from my phone.
Okay,
So
no worries. No worries.
Don't worry, I'm doing it for you.
Awesome. So good to see you, love. I think we're from all over the world. I love people to put in the chat where they're from so we know where, because this is an international group.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good idea.
yeah. Okay. Allison just said, I'm interested in sound healing. I grew up in Europe and then DC, and I loved visiting the cathedrals. I instantly feel the energy of the buildings when the organ is, oh, yeah, I love that. And the organ music. Yeah, you feel the vibrations of the organ. I love that. Um, Beautiful. Yeah, well, you know what? There's a lot more. Oh, great. We've got Mexico here. Woo! We've got London, UK, South Africa, Buckinghamshire. Did I pronounce that correctly? UK. Delighted to be here. It's so nice to see you, Cassie. Alka is from Dundas, Ontario, close to where I live. We have Blackburn, UK. We have Texas, beautiful. We have the Netherlands. Oh, this is exciting. London and Portugal. Wow. Cool, cool. This is very nice.
Allison,
I'm
Texas is
excited.
not a country, it's a state. But
Sorry.
unless you've succeeded from the
Yeah.
US.
It is
The great
still the
country of
Republic of
Texas. I love
Texas,
that.
and I do not claim any of the rest of the shit out there. Just saying. Don't claim it.
You are a wise woman, Allison. Don't claim any shit. That's for sure. Amazing. Okay.
So, okay. Mm, should we get started? We're 5 minutes
Yeah, I
into the
think
call.
so. We've
Yeah.
got 22 people on. That's a good number.
If anyone
Two
else,
11s.
Kyla, if anyone else shows up, please let them in. She's gonna look after
I. How
emergency.
can I if we're in the middle of the sound bath? Because I'll be eyes shut, won't I?
No, yeah, okay. Don't worry, I'll do it then.
Okay.
Or just look after the chat for the next 2 minutes while I introduce
Oh,
Elvira.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
So let's start, wonderful people. First of all, thank you for showing up on the 2nd, which is so close to the new year, or so-called new year, because I have issues with that Gregorian calendar. But it is close today. Most of us, tend to overindulge, and I'm happy that everyone's here to to get grounded with earth frequencies. with the magical Elvira, who's the CMM, and CMM stands for Chief Miracle Magnet, by the way. So I'm going to give you the 5-second, story about it, and then I'm going to read a bit about her bio, which I tried to paste, but it's too long. So I'm going to send it to you by email. She's, as you know, a sound healer. She's a well-known jazz singer who performs in public, and has an album out. What you can't see about it today is her favorite color is pink. And she's a well-known public speaker. The gums or the lipstick?
The lipstick.
And essentially, her real job is a very powerful transformational specialist. So now to her bio. So the first part of her career was with Big Pharma, and not just Big Pharma, but I'm talking about giants like Bayer and Sanofi. And she spent 27 years there. And eventually, when you do something like that, there's only one result for most aligned people, and that's your burnout. And that's exactly what happened to her. And then she reinvented herself in her 40s. So now she's an award-winning pro jazz singer, as I told you. She's a multi-award-winning coach, life coach, an international speaker represented by one of the oldest speaker bureaus. And I've actually seen a clip of her singing to Stedman Graham, who's Oprah's man, for want of a better word. And she's now on a paid channel, right? With people like Diana Krall and Michael Bublé on an international jazz radio station. Besides Chief Miracle Magnet, she describes herself as a miracle mindset coach healer, a visionary and modern mystic. And she inspires other heart-centered midlife plus in age, not in size, right? Humans make the best of their life, the rest of their life, the best of their life. I'm sorry, I'm reading from my phone. And she doesn't want them to die with their music still in them. You haven't heard my singing, Elvira. You definitely want me to stay dead.
I don't think
And
so.
this is certainly, there's a typo here. She says she's 61, but I don't think so, Certainly, unless you had some major plastic surgery. So she claims not to work a day in her life. Her life is just beginning, and that I take absolutely vouch for in the short time I know her. And she wants to change the world. She has a link which I'll drop into the chat at some point of time, and I'll send this bio to you all as well. But now enough of me, because this is not about me, it's about Elvira. So over to you, Elvira.
Thank you so much. I give you jazz snaps, Darren. You're beautiful. I've gotten to know you over the last couple of months, and oh, you are such a breath of fresh air. You are such a safe place for women and men too. Arvin's here as well. And I just want to acknowledge you, brother, because you're doing some incredible stuff on the planet and helping us to really connect to our divine feminine essence so that we can shine as bright as we're meant to in this lifetime. And I honor you so deeply. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Elvira.
Yeah, so it's great to be here, ladies and gentlemen, and and I'm super thrilled that the reason I was meant to become a jazz artist at 51. Yes, I am 61. I've only been doing it 10 years professionally, and in those 10 years, I've had more musical miracles find me than virtually any musician I know. What's the difference between me and most musicians? Alignment, deep alignment with my divine essence, with my heart and soul. There's a lot of musicians out there that don't know any other way to be, so they operate from ego. It's all about them. They're worried about what they look like, what they sound like, all of the ego stuff, right? Whereas I was able to leave that behind when, in my old life, as Darren mentioned, I was a big pharma rep for 20 years, and then before that I was 7 years in cancer research. So I've got a very strong science background, because that's what my dad wanted me to be. My dad, who could sing like Pavarotti, who never did anything with his voice, sadly, he died with his real music still in him. He died with 2 types of cancer, with a mental health issues, on meds, and with a marriage in shambles. And my father showed me what not to be. He wanted me to be a doctor. I didn't have the marks, so I became a lab tech then in Big Pharma. But the last 2 years of Big Pharma were a total, and if, I hope it's okay to swear here, my last 2 years were a total fucking shit show, because that was the wake up call that I needed to get out of that inauthentic life that my father wanted me to live, who sadly died with his real music still in him, even though he could sing like Pavarotti, never did anything with his voice. And when I was 11 years old, I was told I could not be a woman singing on a stage because those women were sluts. So I wasn't allowed to be me. So I decided, okay, who do I need to be so you will love me? That's when I became a people pleaser. That's when I became an imposter. That's when I lived out of alignment for virtually all of my life, till my blessed breakdown and breakthrough. So my last 2 years of corporate were depression, anxiety, panic attacks, spurred on, marriage on the skids, and bipolar, spurred on by somebody at work bullying me, and then somebody socially bullying me, and going to a dark space, a dark space mentally for about 2 years. And yet, those 2 people that bullied me were my biggest angels of evolution, because they forced me to do the work on myself so that I could leave that life behind to live my truth, which I did. So if I'm being bullied over here and I'm being bullied over here, who's the common denominator? Me. And I realized I brought this behavior on, this darkness on mentally. I'm going to undo it. And that's when I asked my divine higher self, spirit, source, God, whatever you believe in, show me a way out of this hell. Because the last at the very rock bottom, I said, I want a way out that's not drugs, that's not therapy. No disrespect to anybody who takes drugs and therapy for their mental health. It wasn't an option for me, and there's a reason for it. I can tell you later. Give me a way out that's not drugs, that's not therapy, or give me a way of killing myself. So at rock bottom, when I totally surrendered, I received a unique modality that came through me that saved my life. I say came through me because I'm a smart lady, but I'm not that smart. This was an ideal system that helped me to take back my power from those 2 bullies, realizing that they were my biggest angels of evolution. They forced me to evolve. And now, today, I don't work a day in my life. I am living my virtual every dream. I am living in such a high vibration, manifesting things that I've always dreamt of, including recently being a paid and played artist on a new jazz station that Darren mentioned. That's just an example. But truly, this is what I want to share with you, is that when you live in alignment with your highest self, when you live aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed, something my father sadly wasn't able to do, you live with great mental health. My mental health turned around quickly, naturally, when I got this unique system. My marriage went from hell on wheels to heaven on earth. And I got to achieve my virtual every dream, including becoming a jazz artist that I dreamt at 11 years old. I got to do it at 51, exactly 40 years later. So I am solid proof that it is never too late and you're never too old to live the life of your dreams. Not your parents' dreams that I tried living, but your dreams. And so that is my message, is that what is in you for a reason, and it needs to come out of you, because not only are you happier, healthier, you have better relationships, but you will become a miracle magnet too. And I really believe too that when you are living in alignment with your highest self, you are a gift to the world. The world gets what you got. You don't die with your real music still in you, whether it's figuratively or literally. I'm not dying with my real music still in me, and I don't want you to either. So that's what my coaching is all about. And thank you for the love, Georgia. That's so beautiful. So if anybody's interested, I'm giving away 15-minute conversations. It's actually between 50 minutes and half an hour. And I know Darren will put up my link tree afterwards, so you can check out some of my free offerings. I have a few podcasts, a few YouTube shows. My shows are even on Amazon and Roku TV. So my visibility is raising because this message needs to get out into the world. Why be a crap magnet when you can be a miracle magnet? Oh, and I forgot to mention the most important part. When I hit rock bottom and I was gifted this system, and it saved my life, my sanity, my marriage, and helped me achieve my virtual every dream, Spirit said to me, Elvira, this isn't just for you. This is for you to share with the world. And I'm like, how the hell do I do that? So when COVID hit, two amazing women stepped forward who were supported by my online course that teaches all of this system. They said, Elvira, well, one's a hairdresser and one's a massage therapist. And they said, Elvira, we don't know when we're going to work again, but we know that your system saved our life too, and we want to share it with the world. At which point I started crying and I said, oh my God, that's how it gets shared with the world, not through me, through them. And they created an amazing 6-month program called the Love Your Vibe Transformation. And virtually every participant wants to become a facilitator of this inner work. So they get to facilitate on my beautiful platform. So they don't have to reinvent the wheel because I do the branding, the sales, the marketing. That's why I had to work in big pharma, because I basically have an MBA from that career. And I get to apply all of those business skills to my business today. So now I have a beautiful growing team of, I call them huge-hearted humans that want to help humanity with their own story, message, and magic on a platform of my story, message, and magic. So this is how we're helping humanity to take back their power, to evolve. Heart-centered people don't need in-your-face toxic masculine systems, which I'm sure some of you have gone through. I don't know about you, but when I hit rock bottom, Landmark Education was a powerful system that helped me at one point. It didn't work anymore. I had done Tony Robbins' work. God bless him. When I went from the lab into big pharma, he was a huge help. But when I hit rock bottom, his teachings didn't work anymore. I'd been Catholic my whole life. And when I hit rock bottom, the Roman Catholic faith did not save me either. So this is why I am a proponent of this new modality, and I have a beautiful team that is facilitating it. So if you have a modality in you that you want to share with the world and you don't want to reinvent the wheel, come talk to me, because I can give you a way of sharing it on my platform, because all of my Miracle Mindset mentors are on there, and they also share their own modalities as well, because we believe it's not just one person's modality that matters. All of our modalities matter. And that's what the Miracle Magnet movement is all about, that I'm the founder of, that states whatever keeps you in your high vibration state where you're a miracle magnet is what you should do. I just have one modality, but Darren has his own modalities that keep women vibrating high, where they're miracle magnets as well, where they can manifest their dreams. We all have different modalities and they all matter. I say there's 8 billion people on the planet, and there's 8 billion ways to love your vibe and be a miracle magnet. So my way is just one of them, and I believe it's the best one on the planet for heart-centered humans who have been to the dark places and want to live in the light, and they don't need more trauma from other modalities. So our modality is a divine feminine, gentle rain soaks approach. So that's what I wanted to share, is if there's anyone here that feels aligned with what I'm sharing, then we should have a conversation, and I'd love you to reach out. So that's my spiel. I'd love to know if there's any questions, or can we just get started on the sound bath and help you feel and heal and reveal who you truly are, because that's what happens when we do the inner work of doing healing and doing personal development. We become who we truly are, our aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed selves. So I'm willing to take any questions if anybody has them. I'll just check the chat here. Thank you for posting my link tree. That's wonderful.
I'd like to probably request everyone and you, Elvira, that we save the questions for later, because some people have to leave on the hour.
Okay, got it. Okay,
yeah.
Beautiful. So I will do that. I'm going to get started now. So I'm going to invite everyone to lie down. Make sure you're warm. Have a pillow under your head. Have a pillow under your knees if you feel comfortable. Have a blanket. Have your water close by, because after we're done, you're going to have a nice big gulp of water, because that's going to wash away any toxins that were released. And then, I'm going to open it up and ask people to share their experience. If you feel like it, you can share. This is a safe place to share. Darren's created a beautiful container, and and then we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds great. And just to tell everyone, the recording will stop before the sharing starts. So please don't worry about being recorded. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So give me sorry, give me 1 minute to set up and we're going to get started. So for now, just deep breathe into your belly, your second chakra, your sacral chakra, and just really activate that area. That's your area of divine feminine, of co-creation, of creation in general. Darren knows way more about that than I do, but I just want you to really activate that area, and then we're going to get started. Okay, and I'm going to start with two tingsha bells, and I'm going to finish with 2 tingsha bells. So you'll know when we're starting and when we're finishing. All right?
Brilliant.
Get going here.
Thank you.
Great Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing this beautiful international group together today. Thank you to Darren for gathering us in this sacred way. I ask that Spirit bless you with the sounds that you need to feel and heal to your next level of greatness, to reveal who you truly are and what you were brought here to do in this lifetime. I thank Spirit in advance for any songs and messages that come through to serve you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Great Spirit divine, bless my beautiful brothers and sisters, allow them to shine their beautiful lights in this world. Great Spirit, Great Spirit divine, thank you, thank you, thank you. little child is safe in you. And you play all day, just you and they. You play all day, just you and they. And you are safe, and you are whole, and you are complete, and you are loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are pure love. You are pure love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Great Spirit, for allowing me to serve today in this sacred way. Namaste. And now I invite you to come back into the room in your time. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a nice stretch and a deep breath, and drink some water, and write down, jot down anything that came to you that Spirit wants you to take action on. Take some quick notes, and you can expand later. Come back into the room and feel free to share in the chat, or Darren can take you on the screen as well to share your experience, to ask any questions. And thank you. Thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you, Elvira. That is simply magnificent. I think everyone's in a trance.
Mm.
Jennifer wants to know what kind of harp did you use?
Oh, yes. Great question. It's called the Reverie Harp, and it's made in Michigan, in the United States. And they use them in hospitals. They actually put them right on patients' bodies and they play them because the vibration from the instrument actually helps them to heal. So it's very, very powerful. How's everyone feeling? Mm. Mm. So glad. Yes, Alka, the heart's coming from behind my head. You created. Aw, so good. I'm so glad you were here. Yeah. Oh, the singing was well received. Thank you. And this is the reason why I was meant to be an artist, not just to be on stage singing jazz, which is great, but my thrill is when I can help people heal with my voice and my instruments. That is really what turns me on and excites me. So,
Speaking of which, ladies, don't leave because there's one more uh, surprise coming up here. So we're not done yet, but we're just giving you space for questions.
oh
Sorry, you
dear, and I
promised.
totally forgot about that.
No
I don't
way.
know how warmed up I am for that, but yes, we'll do
You're
our
definitely
best.
more warmed up than you were when I saw that clip, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So
Thank you. Thank
question
you,
time,
everybody.
ladies. Anything about
Hmm.
frequencies and how this helps your
Oh.
chakras or
Thank
anything
you.
related?
Yeah, I love what Allison said. My whole body was flowing with the music. Yeah. You'll notice that I took you on a musical journey and that there was some kind of jarring instruments like the shakers. Those are actually from the Amazon. The shamans use those to help move energy in your body. So I was moving like negative energy out of your bodies as I was doing that. So that's why the water is so important. And yeah, so
I wish that
I
water
love.
bit went on longer. It is so good.
Oh, we'll do a long one next time.
Yeah,
No questions. I felt prickly energy throughout my body. Ooh, love that, Alka. Mm,
you must have sat in a
love that.
cactus, Alka. But but I'm going to be sending this recording to everybody who was kind enough to come here today as a gesture of thanks. And you can listen to it forever. I mean, this is so brilliant to keep doing, you know.
Mm, nice. And if you come to Canada, we can do one live. They're even more powerful, close up and personal. It's wild. Like I did a festival in the summertime, and it was just it was a wellness festival, mostly South Asian, and there was these beautiful people that came to my tent, and they just sat right in front of my bowls, and I played like just very quick, very not very long at all, but they just like were literally kneeled in front of my bowls, and when they would open their eyes at the end after just a few minutes they were crying. Like it was really, really beautiful. This is the power of sound healing and total strangers, and it was just the most delightful thing. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And let me read. I kept getting sort of shivers, tingling feelings, also warm feeling in my stomach. Love that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, what a cute little design, Elena. I didn't know you could do that here in the chat. That's so sweet.
She's putting Alka out of business.
Ah. Oh, and Alka will never be out of business.
I'm
She's an
kidding.
artist that operates from her heart. Yeah. So, yeah. So, like I said, I would love to chat with anyone who resonated deeply with what I shared because maybe this isn't a coincidence that Darren brought me in. If you really resonated and you know there's more in store for you in 2024, and add me on Facebook if you like. Follow me on social. If you want to get to know me better, stalk me a bit if you like. But the link tree has all the different things, the elements that I share. with the world. I'm not one thing, I'm all the things. And that's really what I want to share with the world, is that if it's in you, it's in you for a reason. And when it comes out of you, the world is served and you are happier, healthier, with better relationships. When I became a pro jazz artist at 51, my marriage absolutely took off because I was able to be more myself, so that my husband benefited from me being more in my divine feminine, being fully self-expressed, right? Can you relate to that? Give me some hearts if you think that's a thing. I know Darren is really big on yeah, thank you, Kyla. And yeah, it is something that we should all have access to. Yes, thank you for the hearts. We should all have access to our highest self, fully self-expressed, because what's the point of keeping anything inside you? You know, what's the point? When I was a little girl, I was told women on stages were sluts. Well, you know what? I had to get over that stinking thinking in order to now be on stages. And my father's been gone now 11 years. And I believe he's cheering me on from the other side, and he doesn't think I'm a slut. So, you know, we get told stories because our parents, you know, it's generational trauma, right? My father could sing like Pavarotti, but his parents told him that he couldn't do this for a living because artists were starving artists, right? And he needed to get a good job and take care of his family. And that's what he did. But guess what? It nearly killed him. Well, it kind of did kill him. You know, he could have lived a lot longer, I think, if he had been doing what he was brought here to do, which was to be an artist, to be a performer. His sister was an opera singer on Italian opera stages. But when she was married, her parents told her, hang up your opera gown, here's an apron, and you can never step foot on another opera stage ever again. Well, my aunt died with her real music still in her, and she died with horrible diseases as well, because our body keeps score. When we're living out of alignment, our body keeps score. And that is why, if there's more in you in 2024, you know, work with someone like Darren, work with another coach, you know, talk to me, see if I'm your person, but do the work to become more you, because the world will benefit from it. I like to say there is a U-shaped hole in the universe, and if you don't get aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed, that hole does not get filled, and there's a space forever in the universe if you don't do your inner work to get aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed. That's not to make you feel guilty, but just to really hopefully be a wake-up call. Thank you, Romy. Thank you for the love. So that is my take-home message. And if you add me on Facebook, my cover picture has some information, and see if you resonate with it. If you do, you know, you might be eligible for a sacred solution session. They're sessions that I do for about an hour long, and they're free for you. I valued them at $247, but they're free if you qualify. So check into that if you're interested, because that's a really cool session and very clarifying of who you truly are, what you want, why you want it, and what's the cost to you and to others and to the world if you don't get it. So it's a really powerful session. It's called a sacred solution session. So Kyla, you have a question.
Yes. First, a reflection, a compliment, an admiration. From one wordsmith to another, I love the way that you talk about your journey and the way that you've got these little, very quippy, zingy nuggets here and there. I can tell that this is not just something you love, but something that you really know how to do and communicate about. Um,
Thank
I'm
you.
someone who is a shameless attention whore, loves a spotlight and a microphone. I'm a karaoke like queen, but
Woohoo!
something that comes up for a lot of people is I can't sing, or I can't sing in front of people. And you and I both know that that's false. Everyone can sing, everyone can
Yes.
make a joyful noise. So I'm curious, what would be your advice to people to help them get past that or break out of it? Because
Oh.
also being witnessed as vibration is literally in and coming from you, like, is a very powerful experience for oneself and to share. So what would you say to those people? What can I say to those
Oh.
people?
Kyla, that is such a beautiful question, and it makes me cry because I was a crappy karaoke singer, to be quite honest, for many, many years, and I was told to shut up. And because what does karaoke mean? This is a bit of a joke. What does karaoke mean? Hog the mic, because that's what I did. I hogged the mic all the time, but I did not sound that great. And you know what happened when I got to a certain point where I realized I love singing so much and I'm not that good at it? I went and took some lessons. I got better. I got the confidence that allowed me to stand on a stage because I knew how to breathe properly. I knew how to hold my body, and I knew how to do it like technically correct. So you don't have to go to school for many years. In fact, I studied off and on for about 10 years, but they were just like sort of, Saturday morning classes, half hour long. It's not like I went to an official jazz school. And yet my skill set was well, I hate to say this, I don't want to put anybody else down, but there's people that have gone to jazz school and have studied, a lot, and they've not been the miracle magnet that I've been with my voice, because I don't have to be the best in the world at it. I just need to be the most real at it. It has to be something that aligns with you. So Kyla, if the music is in you, it's in you for a reason. And all you need to do is get a little more confident, maybe take a course, like there's a lot of great, vocal teachers out there. Or you know what? Just go up and do it anyway. I don't know if anybody remembers one of the, oh my gosh, one of the very first America's Got Talent. There was this guy. He was an Asian young man who loved karaoke, and he was such a crappy singer. But he went up there and he sang from his heart and his soul. Do you remember him? Yeah, I forget his name. Anyway, he put out an album. People bought his album. Why? Because he was so in alignment with what lit him up, that people wanted to be around that, right? There's this quote by Howard Thurman, I'm sure you've heard of it, that goes, "Don't ask for what the world needs. Ask what lights you up, because the world needs people who are lit up." And Kyla, if singing lights you up, maybe there's more in store for you as far as being out on the stage with a mic in your hand. So I'd love to chat with you. I'll offer you a complimentary session if you're curious to see what that looks like. But that's my recommendation, is just get more confident, maybe take some classes to do it, or even just watch YouTube videos. Maybe that's all you need, right? But all you need is the confidence to go on stage and say, I belong here. You see, when I got on stage at the Jazz Bistro and recorded my first jazz album, this is a place that people that are way more skilled than me and that, in my opinion, are more talented than me could not even book that place. Why did I get to book it? Not just once, twice. I booked it 4 times. I sold out 3 out of the 4 times that I was there, and I recorded my album there. Well, here's what I say. I'm not the best singer in the world, but I am definitely the most aligned singer in the world. I was chosen to perform at my mayor's 60th birthday party. I was chosen over every other musician in my city. Why? Am I the best? Probably not. But I am the most aligned. I'm doing it from a space of service. It's not about my ego. It's about serving with my voice. And that vibration of service and alignment is a very high vibration. And people pick up on that, and they give you opportunities. And when I'm on Jazz Bistro stage in downtown Toronto, world-class jazz venue, Sarah Vaughan performed there, all sorts of amazing people perform there. When I'm singing, and if I hit a bad note that one night, guess what? I go, that's great, because somebody in the audience was meant to hear me and say to themselves, she started doing this at 51 professionally. She's not even that good. I'm going to go do my thing too. I truly believe that I show up authentically, real, not perfect, so that people have the courage to go do their thing too. They can be real and not perfect, because the world just wants your passionate heart doing the thing you were brought here to do. There's lots of amazing artists in the world. And maybe there's artists that are better than Alka, but you know what? She's got it in her. And she does it with pride, with joy, and the world wants her art because she's doing it from a really sacred space of service, right? Thank you, Alka. So Kyla, does that answer your question? I'm just curious how that makes you feel, what I just channeled for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And I must have, I know I said a lot. I'm one of those people. And it might have gotten a little muddled. It's not my confidence that's the issue. It's all these other people who don't want to come along with me when I invite them. Oh, I can't. I'm like, what? So yeah, I think you've got it spot on, that there's a million different ways for them to come at it. And I hear you 100% on, it doesn't matter necessarily what your skill level is, but what else you bring to it, and what of yourself you bring to it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyla. Well, interesting you mentioned friends, because when I had the courage to become my authentic self, well, I didn't have a choice. I had a mental breakdown and then a breakthrough. When I became my aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed self, where I recorded my first jazz album at Jazz Bistro, my two best friends of almost 40 years did not see me. Okay, one didn't even come to my jazz launch, my CD launch. The other one showed up, and she talked to my mother the whole time. Neither of them acknowledged me up on stage doing my thing. You know why? Both of them were musicians that never did anything with their music. When I was up there on that stage, I triggered the fuck out of them because I was doing the thing that I was brought here to do, and they never had the courage to do it. So if there's people that don't want to see you, maybe they're a little envious, maybe they're a little jealous, and they're going, how can she do it and I'm not doing my thing? We trigger people when we get aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed. We can bug the shit out of them and yet keep going. Keep bugging the shit out of these people. Keep being yourself, because that's what you were brought here to be. You weren't brought here to people please and play small for everybody else's comfort. You were brought here to be the supernova that you were brought here to be. And I see that in you, Kyla. Okay? So that's my, yeah, that's what I want to say. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
And now for the surprise, yeah?
Ah! All right. So Darren asked me to do this. So this is the song. If you Google Stedman Graham, Oprah's man, and Elvira Hopper, you will see me singing this to him. Okay. So I thought, okay, Darren asked me, I'm going to sing it for him as well, and all of you. All right. So here's my, when I said that I was a jazz singer, that I love singing jazz, and it's a great little clip if you want to look at it. He talks about identity. You're not who the world tells you that you are. You are what you love. And so when I told him all the things that I loved in 30 seconds, and I said, I love singing jazz. He goes, you sing jazz? Oh, can you sing a few bars for me? And I was like, oh my God, Stedman fucking Graham is asking me to sing. I better damn well sing. So here's what came out that day. All right, you ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your ma, she's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. And I have one final song that I like to sing as well, because I want to remind us all that we are in our own effing way. Fear and ego, thank you. We are in our own effing way. And the thing that we're supposed to do is get out of our own effing way. And what does effing stand for? Well, it could be what you think, but in my world, it stands for fear and ego. That's the only thing that keeps us small and stuck. And we can break out of that to become our aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed self. So here's my little tagline. I'm going to sing it for you. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Get out of your own effing way. Your miracle life awaits. Yeah. Jazz hands.
Super.
So that is
Super.
all I got, and it exactly at the top of the hour. Thank you, Darren, for inviting me, my love. Thank you to everyone. You guys are beautiful.
Thank you, Elvira. Thank you so much. And thank you, all of you, for showing up and enjoying this lovely hour, which you've recorded for posterity and enjoyment later again. So thank you, and have a great 2024. Please reach out to Elvira. Please connect with her on social media and take her up on that offer. It's brilliant. I spoke to her for 45 minutes. So I'm sure you'll find good value out of it. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So great to be here, Darren. You really are one of the most divine masculine men I've ever met on the planet. And I've met some amazing divine masculine men, and you are at the top of that list. So I honor you for your magic, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm happy my wife's on this call, so hope she's listening. Thank you, Elvira.
All
And
right. We'll see you
Ciao.
guys.
Bye,
All right.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.